Hello everyone, I am back again with another video, and this time we're looking at 4 generations of Sony Xperia flagships. So starting chronologically, we have the Xperia Z, Xperia Z Ultra, Xperia Z1 and Xperia Z2. This is not going to be really a comparison or a review. This is going to be more of a fun kind of a video where we're going to have competition between each other, knockouts and eliminators. It's going to be a bit of a different video, and I'm going to have all the 4 contest between each other. General tests to see which is better in which. Probably some of them might win in a different category and some of them might lose. So let's quickly go ahead and start the first competition between the Xperia Z and Z Ultra, and whoever wins will talk to Z1, and whoever wins that will talk to Z2. Okay, so first we're going to start, we're just going to move these two aside and bring the contenders together. This is the Z and this is the Z Ultra. 5-inch, 6.44 Snapdragon S4 Pro, Snapdragon 800, 2 gigs of RAM, DDR2, 2 gigs of RAM, 6.5mm, 7.9mm, 2300 mAh, 3050 mAh battery, and 13 megapixel camera, 8 megapixel camera with Exmor RS, 5-inch Full HD LCD, 6.44 triluminous IPS panel. So let's go ahead and see first who boots up on the count of 1, 2 and 3. On the Z, actually I have a custom ROM, so it's a bit tweaked, so a bit of a cheating. Okay, so the Z Ultra comes first, and the Z is just probably about 3 seconds late, so that's fine. So this is Z Ultra is the winner. Okay, so let's keep them aside now, and then shut down, and let's have another competition with the Z1 this time. Let's start off on the count of 1, 2 and 3. It is Snapdragon 800 as well, same 2 gigs RAM, LCD triluminous display. But let's see who wins it this time. Close competition, both seem to be fast. Again, Z Ultra wins, and Z1 is still booting up. Now Z1, you're slower than Z. Okay, so Z1 knocked out. Now it's the moment of truth. Is the Z Ultra, the big man, going to win, or is it Z2, the new kid on the block? Let's watch. On the count of 3, 1, 2 and 3. Oh no, I think I did not press the power buttons hard enough. Let me do a quick hard reset here and put this off. Okay, it's off. Let's try again on the count of 1, 2 and 3. Yeah, this time correct. This is a 5.2-inch IPS LCD panel, and it's a Snapdragon 801 with 3 gigs of RAM. So someone has an advantage this time, but let's see who wins. looks like the winner is Z1 and Z Ultra and Z2. Bottom second difference, but I'll give it to Z2. It's a bit faster, so let's give that to the Z2. Okay, now we have all the devices here. Let's bring back the competitors back to their original place. Okay, we have all the devices. Bit of a glare. Let me try to see if I can pull that off. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So now we have the. Let me put the display timer 10 minutes of an activity. Okay, looks fine. Okay, so we have the competitors here, all the winners, and now we're gonna see the camera loading time. So I'm going to quickly start off with the Z and the Z Ultra again this time. I'm sure this time it's going to be a tough competition between Z1 and Z2. So let's see who wins it. On the count of 1, 2, and 3. Z wins the competition this time. Surprising, but you see, if you look at the images at the moment, that's strange. Okay, let's get back to that later. So Z wins in this. So let's close this and just to be sure fair game. Close the app, go back, and let's pick the cameras again. On the count of 1, 2, and sorry, it's Z1, isn't it? Okay, and the count of 1, 2, and 3. Looks like Z1 was a bit faster. Let's give it as a tie and try again. We count to 1, 2, and 3. Again, it was a bit of, but Z1 is a bit faster, definitely. So let's this time try the competition between Z1 and the Z2. And the count of 1, 2, and 3. I missed that. Let me try again. Count of 1, 2, and 3. Looks like Z2 is a bit faster. But if you look at the images at the bottom, at the moment this has a bit of a more saturated image, and this has a bit lighter image. It's not the LCD, but it's because both the LCDs, if you look head on, they look the same. But it's something, probably the post-processing or the pre-processing, I'm not sure of the camera. Okay, so that's a good winner. Let's try the speakers now. Obviously I know this is Z2 is gonna win, but let's try to play a song on all the 3 devices and see how they sound. My most favorite, Michael Jackson. Speakers here on the Z. I'm just going to move it a little bit forward. A bit muffled, really. Not that great. Let me try it on the Z Ultra. more better. Let's try the Z1. A little bit better. Let's try the Beast. Z2 is obviously the winner. In this place, among these two phones, we all know that Z1 and the Z did not have a very good display, but the Z Ultra and Z2 has definitely good displays. The viewing angles are great, no color fading or anything as such. Brilliant brightness, and I know some of them actually said Z1, the Z2 has a very bad brightness. In terms of if you take it outside and you watch it under the sun, but it's actually wrong. It's quite bright in the outside sunlight, and you can definitely see the image or the text very clearly. There's no problem with that. That's a bit of probably unverified statement from some of the reviewers, but that's about the display on the XPERIA Z2. Now let's keep this humongous device aside and concentrate on these three devices now. The Z1 and the Z2 are pretty much the same size in terms of display, 5.2 inch and then the 5 inch. The Z was about 7.9 millimeter, the Z1 was about 8.5 millimeter thick, and then the Z2 is about 8.1. The bezels have increased from the Z1, from the Z actually. The Z had a pretty had a decent amount of the bezel around the display, and it was considered at the point big, but then Z1 had even more bigger display, the bezel, and then the Z2 actually tried to reduce it a bit by making it narrower, and but still the size of the device is quite huge compared to the, let's say, the Note 3. The Note 3 is pretty much the same size as the Z2, probably about a millimeter or two longer, or rather taller, but it displays 5.7 inch on that device. So hopefully Sony comes down and shaves some more bezel off the Z3, and we get a phablet kind of a device. That's what I'm hoping for, because I think 5.5 is the maximum display that would look good as a phone rather than a tablet or a phablet. I prefer 5.5 inch, not bigger than that. The Note 2 was quite good in terms of display size, and I hope Sony brings out a device in that size. So that's all for the quick comparison, or rather tests, amongst the XPERIA flagship devices from 2013 to 2014. And hope you enjoyed this video, and give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and subscribe to the channel for more XPERIA videos and comparisons with the other devices in the market. Thanks and bye.